Today I'm going to be making a slow cooker ham. Here I have a 7.25 pre-cooked smoked ham that I'm going to rinse well. This ham has been completely thawed and has been sitting on my countertop for about an hour. So this does make a difference when you're cooking it. After rinsing, I'm going to dry with paper towels. I'm just going to pat dry the exterior well and remove that tough skin from the top. And now I'm going to score the exterior of the ham. You don't want to go too deep, just a light score on the exterior. My ham is prepped, so now I'm going to work on the glaze and the brown sugar mixture that I will be coating the ham with. Here I'm going to be using 4 ounces of Dijon mustard. This is a country style Dijon mustard. You could even use yellow mustard. And I'm going to add 8 ounces of honey. I'm just going to add the rest of this container of honey that I had left. Now just give that a mix. And at this point, this glaze is done, but I want to spice this ham, so I'm going to add a half teaspoon of ground clove and a full teaspoon of ground cinnamon into this glaze. Now, if you don't like spiced ham, like I said, it's optional. You don't have to add the ground cinnamon and ground clove, or you can scale back. I like a very strong spice to this, so I'll be adding it to this glaze and also to my light brown sugar. Here I have a 1.5 cups of light brown sugar, and to that I'm going to add another half teaspoon of ground clove and a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. I'm going to give that a mix, and that is ready. I'm also going to be using a 20-ounce can of sliced pineapples in pineapple juice. If you are using sliced pineapples in pineapple syrup, you might want to scale back on the sugar and honey in this. It's up to you. And 1 entire jar of cherries. This is a 12-ounce jar. I'll be using the juice and the cherries. So I've placed my ham in a 6-quart slow cooker. I'm adding the entire jar of cherries, juice and all. I'm also going to add the juice of the pineapple slices. And I started to add some of the slices, but I think I'm going to wait until the end to finish adding the slices. So now I'm going to pour over that honey mustard glaze. And then to finish this off, I'm going to add all of that brown sugar and just coat and pat it on the surface. You really don't want to slather it, you just want to coat it with the brown sugar. So here I'm adding the rest of the pineapples, and a word of advice, I realized this after adding the pineapples, you'll want to trim the top of the ham. I took my kitchen shears and trimmed it because I need to make sure the lid will fit. So you might want to do that before adding all the coating and glaze to the ham. But anyways, I'm going to add some extra brown sugar to coat it on top where I trimmed. Now I'm going to cover it with a lid, and I am going to cook this on high for 3 hours. And if you're doing this on low setting, then you'll want to cook it somewhere between 4 to 6. Basically, you want the internal temperature to reach 140 degrees Fahrenheit for a pre-cooked smoked bone-in ham. This is not pre-sliced. Now, if you're working with a raw ham, you'll want it to come up to 165 degrees Fahrenheit. Cook time always varies. So I am a little over 2 hours on a high setting in my 6-quart slow cooker. So I'm going to baste this. I'm going to insert my thermometer in the thickest part of the ham, and as you can see, it has definitely reached 140 degrees Fahrenheit. So I'm going to remove it from the slow cooker and let it rest for 20 minutes. And here's what's left in the slow cooker. And I'm going to slice my ham. I sort of want thick slices. I don't want it ultra thin because I don't want it to dry out. Once I slice all of my ham, I'm going to place it back into my slow cooker, into that sweet juice that's left in the slow cooker, and I'm just going to coat and baste it. And I'm going to set this on warm. I'm going to keep it warm until I'm ready to serve. And I also have recipe videos for broccoli cheese rice casserole, green bean casserole, and I also have a corn casserole. You can go to my YouTube channel and I will have a casserole playlist there, or I will link these recipe videos in the description below, along with the ingredients to today's recipe video. So I hope you give this recipe a try. I hope you like it, and thanks for watching.